Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to the channel and a new series of videos for Disney Sorcerer's Arena. This is Disney Mailbag, where I answer your questions that I see on my channel or on Discord, and we're going to go ahead and jump into all of them right now. But first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. So let's talk about what this video is. This video is, like I said, you asking questions and me answering them. And they could be on my YouTube channel. They could be on my Discord. They could be questions that I get in the live streams. But I really wanted to just bring them all into a video and just do a weekly series or something. So definitely let me know if you like this and you want to see more of it. If you do, hit that thumbs up. If you keep coming back to the channel, hit that subscribe button, share the videos, and yeah, so let's go ahead and jump right into the questions here. So this first one comes from Cartoon Exposed. So the question is what do you think of the Nightmare Before Christmas team? And so Nightmare Before Christmas, one of my favorite movies, one of my cartoons, whatever you want to call them, but one of my favorite movies from Disney, and I've seen it so many times, but it is a fun movie. Now, when it comes to the team, I think the team's a bit lacking, and it's not complete. There's only 3 characters right now. You have Oogie Boogie, you have Sally, and then you have Jack Skellington. I like Sally. Sally's used pretty well in the towers. Jack, I like the synergy between the two. I think there could probably be a little bit more there. But we only have the 3 right now. And I think what would be cool, just, taking a look at the full cast of characters in there. And if we were to come up with like a full Nightmare Before Christmas team, I think there needs to be a little bit of a rework there. But Dr. Finkelstein comes to mind, and I think he would be cool to add to that team, so that would be kind of a 4th. Mayor of Halloween Town, he would be pretty cool, I think, and his turning faces. That would be fun. Even Lock, Shock, and Barrel, but that'd be kind of interesting having all 3 of them as one character, or maybe you add them all as 3 separate characters. I don't know, but that would be pretty cool. And then Santa Claus would be fun to kind of throw in there. I think, you kind of take a look at the main cast of characters and you can kind of put it all together. But Zero, I think, would be cool as a spell. So those are my thoughts on that. Next one comes from Jedi Gunny. And it says, how do you see Kingdom teams changing with Aladdin rework? So I did think about that one a little bit, and I think it goes a little bit deeper than just the Aladdin rework. I think the Aladdin rework was great, and I think it already enhances the Kingdom team that's already being used. However, when you kind of take a look at the Frozen team and the Kingdom team as well, you've got Anna, which is a great add to that team, actually. So one of the teams I've been playing around with is having Anna, Shan Yu, Aladdin, Kristoff, because he's a wild, but the synergy between Kristoff and Anna is pretty good. I've also swapped him out and used Jasmine in there because of the cool things that happened with Jasmine. And then I have Hades in there. And where I put Anna is behind Aladdin and Hades, just to speed them up so I can do more attacks with them. And it works pretty well. And it's pretty fun. So I've seen some changes in the Kingdom team. I think the Kingdom team is still pretty highly rated as far as one of the best teams in the game. But the Frozen team too. The Frozen team is really killing it as well. But how do I feel the Kingdom team change? I think you got to kind of take a look at both of those. The Aladdin rework, which enhances it, really allows you to put Jasmine in there and take advantage of the buffs to Raja, because that's really what happened. Is the buffs to Raja, and really making Raja the tank that she was meant to be. So I think that was pretty cool. Plus you have the synergy there between Jasmine and Aladdin. So all cool stuff. So I encourage you to play around with that team and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How has the recent changes to both the Aladdin team as well as the Frozen team coming onto the scene changed up your Kingdom team? All right. So we've got 3 questions here from Lou Mega. So the first one is what character do I want a rework on? And I think really what I would like to see is the Nightmare Before Christmas team getting that rework. I really think that there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with that team. And a cool Halloween event would be kind of fun to do that. But I would really like to see a rework with that team specifically. I think Sally's pretty good. I think I think Jack needs a few tweaks, and Oogie Boogie definitely needs some tweaks. And then we just need to finish that team up, add a couple characters, add at least a spell. I think Zero would be a cool spell. All right, if they add Kermit, Gonzo, Miss Piggy, Animal, and that bear, that would be Fozzie Bear, by the way. I forgot his name. How would they work, and who do you want to add in the game? So I'm just going to skip the Muppets. I don't think that's a Disney thing, is it? I don't know. It might be. But that would be kind of funny, actually. No, you know what? I think it'd be cool. So let's do that. So Miss Piggy, I think, could either be, let's see, an attacker, so offense, or a tank. I think that'd be cool. You put Kermit as support, Gonzo probably support, and Animal would definitely be offense, and Fozzie Bear. I don't know. Fozzie Bear seems more support than anything else. So you kind of got a little overabundance of supports there, but that would be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? All right, and then who do I want to add? You know what? I get this question a lot as far as characters and movies that I would like to see come into the game. I think as far as movies go, I think Cars would be really cool coming into the game. You get oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm flaking on the Cars name, but Lightning McQueen, right? Goes out there, does Brody's on the other side of the arena and doing some damage to the opponent. I think that would be kind of cool. But Cars would be cool to have in there. But I think some old school Disney movie characters would be cool. I mean, you kind of go back to some of the live action stuff. It'd be kind of interesting to see how those translate in a game like this, like Witch Mountain and I don't know. You throw a Herbie in there. Let's get a whole Cars theme going on. I think that would be cool. But also one of my favorite. I have a lot of favorites, I guess, but I would like to see a full Gargoyles team as well. So we have Demona in there right now. I think a full Gargoyles team would be really, really cool to see. So that'd be neat. And then, are you enjoying live streaming and talking with other people? Absolutely. I think that's probably that is probably my favorite time, is when I do those live streams, because it allows me some time to sit back and chill and just talk with all of you about the game, about life, about anything. We talk about pretty much anything out there, and multiple games. And I think that's my favorite thing. I love doing the videos, and I love getting the videos out there, but I love interacting with everybody real time. And that's absolutely a lot of fun. And the whole month that I missed live streaming really sucked, to be honest with you, because it was kind of like I was missing a part of who I am in my life, because I wasn't doing that. And I really enjoy that. So hopefully we don't go through a dry spell like that again. And but yeah, I'm loving it. I think it's awesome. I've started streaming on Twitch as well, and I've seen people come over there and watch me on Twitch, and interacting there is just as much fun. So definitely come out and hang out with us on any game. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a game you play. If you just kind of watch these videos because they're cool, you like the charming personality, then just come out and hang out, have some fun, enjoy some time with everybody, talk about a game that you love, talk about life that is crazy outside this window. So, all right, wow, these I'm having more to talk about than I thought on these videos. All right, next, what do you think is the best stone for Ana? So, as far as Ana goes, for me, I use speed. I use the speed stone, and I know a lot of people are going to say that speed you're going to use pretty much all the time. And you know what, for the most part, there's a case to be made for speed for pretty much everybody. However, when you take a look at the dynamics of your team and what you're trying to do and what you're trying to counter and what the opponent is doing, then it makes sense to have more than just speed. You could have speed on an attacker that just doesn't do a lot of damage, or speed on a tank and your taunt just doesn't doesn't last as long. Sure, you can make a case for the taunt being able to be taunted up. I mean, you can cast that taunt more often, but you're still going to have gaps between those taunts, which is going to open up your team to some more damage. So, but for her, yes, I would use speed, and the reason for that is so that I can speed up my attackers. Now, where I put Ana on my team is away from my tank, so I don't speed up my tank. I'm speeding up my attackers, and I'm able to increase the amount of damage that I do with specifically Hades and Aladdin on that kingdom team that I use. So I think for her, yeah, I don't think she's not really a damage dealer at all. She's really more there for support, and the synergy between her and Kristoff is pretty good. And the synergy between her and the whole Frozen team is great. So when you take a look at the Frozen team, I think it's even better that you put speed in there. So that's my 2 cents on that. The next one is can we have the link to the farming guide and tier list? Absolutely. I will put it in the link in the description below so that you can go ahead and download that. So it is an Excel spreadsheet, and I do have an update coming to the farming guide section of that because I'm putting everything in one Excel workbook. So there's the farming guide, you've got the tier lists, you've got for both characters as well as spells, and my top 10s, and all of that is going to be housed in that one guide. So once you have the link, definitely keep an eye on it and take a look at it regularly because it does change. But there will be a June update for the farming guide, so just a heads up on that. Next is what buff did Jasmine get? So we did talk about that a little bit. So Jasmine, herself, she got a little bit of a buff for her offensive speed, a little bit of a debuff for her defense and health, but really kind of where the greatest part of her rework was with Raja. So Raja, just taking a look at the Discord here, the base health gain from Jasmine increased to 75%. It was only 25%. Now it's 75%. Base defense increased to 100%, whereas before it was 20%. And base offense is 150%, where it used to be 75%. So you definitely want to level up and gear up Jasmine because it boosts Raja's health, defense, and offense, and really has made Raja a tank to be a formidable tank. So those were the buffs to Jasmine, and really, again, it was really Raja buffs. I think they did really well with that. Tier names. So I have my tier list, and I have it as, S, A, B, C, D. I just got these letter grades to them. I'd like to come up with something cool. So someone had brought up these names here. So legendary, heroic, good, average, and bad. So probably use something like that. If anybody has any other suggestions, let me know in the comment section below, because I would like to have some better names than just some letter grades that I have up there. Next. So this one is about the Frozen team. So can you explain why you choose to use the show yourself move right off the bat instead of waiting until Elsa, so this is Elsa, until Elsa's empowered to do extra damage? What's the pros and cons of waiting and not waiting? So I did answer this, but I didn't really go into the pros and cons. So the reason why I use that move right off the bat is because I want to get her up to 4 spirits immediately. I want to get her empowered so I can increase that damage. And that's really the main reason for doing that. Now, saying that, there's been a few times where I've not used that right away. It just prolongs her empowered state and the extra damage that she can do. But so pros and cons of that. The pros is she gets to the 4 spirits and she gets that empowered state as quickly as possible, and she can start racking up additional damage. Now, the cons to that is that you blow that right off the bat, and you got to wait for that to build up. That's kind of, what is it? I think it's like it needs 5 magic. I don't know. I'm going off of memory right now, but it takes quite a few turns to build back up. So we do go a little ways, but I still have my silence because of her gaining those spirits by her turn and by using specials, not basic but specials. It just allows me to get up to that 4 spirits much quicker. Now, and again, like I said, there have been some instances where I've needed to move away from that. and do it just a little bit differently. And I think as you kind of go up against different teams, you need to adjust your battle strategy a little bit because every team's going to be a little bit different. Going up against the computer is quite a bit different than going up against a live person. So you need to allow for some adjusting there in your battle strategy sometimes. So that is there you go on that. Next, it's a bit tough to get Elsa. So who can you substitute for her? So everybody else is pretty farmable. Elsa, yeah, you got to get everybody built up so you can unlock her. But if you've got Sven, if you've got Kristoff, and you've got Anna, as far as she's really your damage dealer. She's your she has silence. She has a stun that can go off. So I mean, you could substitute her for Zerg. Zerg's got a ton of damage, so you have the tank with Kristoff. You've got the mutual healing between Sven and Kristoff. You have Olaf in there for charms. You've got Anna in there for speed ups. And so you've got pretty much everything there. So I think you're safe putting a really good attacker in there. But I'd probably pull Olaf out as well, and I would put in Zerg and Dash. Or you could put in Zerg and Jack Sparrow for the charm there. All right, next. Any thoughts of doing a top 10 trap character? So you have your top 10 best characters, and thoughts of doing kind of a top 10 avoid. Don't work on these characters at all. And I've given some thought to that, and I think that'd be a fun video to do. So yes, I have thought about it. One thing I think to remember when you take a look at top 10s and you take a look at tier lists is I think everybody has their place somewhere in the game. When you take a look at tier lists in the top 10, these are kind of, you take a look at the top of those lists. It's the best of the best, and they're not always free to play characters. You're going to have to either spend some time farming them to unlock them free to play or put some money down on them. So it just kind of gives you some options and gives you a different look as far as who you might want to start investing in, especially early on. That's why farming guides are so good. They give you a really good idea of which teams to invest in early on so that you're not making any mistakes. And I think this top 10 characters to avoid, I think that could be a fun one to put together. But even those top 10 avoiding characters have a place to play as well. And characters are constantly getting reworked. That's one thing that's really cool about this game that we've been seeing. We're seeing some original characters get some rework treatment to keep them relevant in the game. And I think that's pretty cool. I think that's awesome. All right, last one here. So does anyone know if Stitch is coming? Because I will pay for him. I'll probably pay for Stitch too, but no, this is... we haven't heard anything about Stitch yet. I think the next couple options we have that might be coming could probably be something. Could be Hercules, maybe. Could be Moana. I don't know, but no rumblings about Stitch yet. But that doesn't mean that Stitch isn't going to come out tomorrow. Who knows? So just keep an eye on the Discord. If you don't have a link to the Discord, I will try to put it in the description below. I've put a few links in there and they've expired. And then there's been times where I haven't been able to link. So I'll definitely do that if I can. All right, everybody, that's what I had for you today. Those are the questions in the Disney mailbag. And let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of this video? Let me know what do you think of the answers and your thoughts on some of these questions. And definitely let me know what questions you have for the next video, because I am already looking for those questions. All right, everybody. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.